What's up everyone, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch review for you. So today we are talking about the latest from Holo Taco. We've got their declassified set for 2025. And if you haven't heard of their declassified polishes, it's basically just polishes that were rejected prototypes from other collections that they have since decided to release. And I honestly love this concept. I think it's so fun to see the process that brands go through in order to create the polishes and collections that they do. So you do get a little insight into what they're up to. Now, if you haven't heard of Holo Taco before, they are a nail polish brand created by Christine of Simply Nailogical, and all of their polishes are 10 free, meaning they are free of 10 of the potentially harmful ingredients that can be found in nail polish. They're vegan, meaning they do not use any animal-derived ingredients, and they're also cruelty-free, meaning they do not test their products on animals. So this release has 4 new polishes, all different finishes, and we've got what I like to think of as a late wintry kind of color scheme. We've got some deeper blues and dustier kind of colors. So definitely perfect for the upcoming season, but let me show you the swatches first, then we can talk a little bit more about my thoughts on them, pricing, availability, all that good stuff. So roll the swatches. So as with all of my swatch and review videos, I am using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail and prevent any stains. Today it's the Holo Taco base coat. And we'll start off with the cream finish of the collection. This is called Well Wishes, and it's a really beautiful, dusty, periwinkle color. Now, this was originally supposed to be part of their cottagecore collection, but it was deemed too dusty and stormy for that vibe, and I have to say, I don't think I would have liked this if it was in their cottagecore collection, but I love this color. I think it's so beautiful. It's very soft and muted, but it also feels very wintry to me, and I do love that slight dustiness. It was also super opaque. I will say, when I saw it in the bottle, I thought it was actually going to be pretty much a dupe of their other periwinkle shade, Peri Social. So I wanted to do a quick comparison of them side by side, but I will say once I had it on the nails, I thought they were very different. Peri Social is a lot brighter and more of a pastel, almost blue leaning kind of color, whereas Well Wishes is a little more muted, a little bit more of a lavender kind of color. Next up, we have the shade Cool Ranch, and this was originally supposed to be one of the shades for the Disco Cowboy collection, and again, I'm so glad that it wasn't part of that collection because I feel like I definitely wouldn't have appreciated it there, but on its own, I think it's a really interesting shade. We have this super warm brownish base color, and then within it, we have an almost duochrome cyan blue to green shimmer, as well as some holographic sparkle, and I ended up getting the best coverage in 3 coats. I feel like that's what made that base deep enough while also showing how intense that shimmer is, and you know me, I do love a very strong contrasty shimmer, so I always think shades like this are fun, and I just think it's cool to have this combination. It's pretty unique to me. And then we have the shade Waterworks, and I have to say, this to me is the standout of these declassified polishes. I think this is absolutely stunning. We have this gorgeous blue jelly base that is totally packed with blue holographic glitters, and it is so sparkly. I could see this being such a nice summery color, especially just because of how vibrant it is, but just using it now in the cold weather, imagining this with little snowflakes on it for a winter manicure would be so stunning as well. This was originally supposed to be part of the Shimmering Secrets collection, and I have to say, this is just unreal gorgeous. I was very sad to take this one off. And last but not least, we have the shade Seek Kelp, which was supposed to be part of their Off the Deep End collection, which is a collection that I absolutely loved. And I will say, if I had known that this polish got chopped from that collection, I would have been so sad. So I'm really happy that they ended up releasing it because it is so stunning. We have this almost navy blue jelly base, and it is totally packed with blue and green and even a little hint of orangey gold flakies in a bunch of different colors. Now, this one, it might be up to a 3-coater depending on your nail length, but I did end up doing a thicker coat for my second coat, and that actually gave me perfect coverage. I also love the different sizes of the flakies in there. And here's the 4 polishes together. I have to say, I was really impressed with these. I think that the formulas were great. I actually think that they picked some really cohesive prototypes to go together in a collection. I feel like these do kind of match the vibe of each other pretty well. Even the shade Cool Ranch, which is definitely on the warmer side, has that cyan blue shimmer in there that really cools it down. So I do like that they made everything very well themed for this time of year. But yeah, the formulas were great. The colors are perfect for this time of year, and I actually really enjoyed them all. So let's talk about it a little bit more. So those are the polishes, and as you can see, I really enjoyed these. I definitely can understand why the individual polishes weren't picked for the collections that they were originally supposed to be a part of, but that being said, the polishes themselves are really good, so I'm glad that they did end up releasing them now, and I do think that they actually suit each other really nicely. It's just nice to see a very cohesive color story going on with the prototypes, and it just feels especially appropriate for this time of year because these colors definitely feel like that blustery winter kind of vibe. But now let's get into pricing and availability. All of these polishes come in the usual 12 milliliter bottles, and they do feature wide flat brushes that have a rounded tip, so application super easy. Now the cream finish of this collection retails for $13 USD, and the 3 specialty finishes retail for $15 USD each. So I'm gonna link that down below. You can check them out if you're interested, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts. What do you think of this set? Do you have any previous prototype polishes from them, and which is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. We can chat about it. If you enjoy my swatch and review videos, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. I love you all, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye. Today's fun fact question is, would you rather go to a big fancy holiday party or a cozy small night with loved ones? And this is tough. I feel like I'm gonna go against the grain here because 99% of the time I would obviously choose like a small cozy gathering. I am very much an introverted person. I don't like big crowds. I don't like a lot of people around me. However, I have not been to like a fancy holiday party in years, and I think it would be so fun. Like I feel like you read about it in fun books, and just like the idea of dressing up in like a great fancy black tie dress and being like super elegant at a holiday party, that just sounds so cool to me. And maybe it's just because I haven't done it in so long, but very grateful to say that I have had a lot of cozy nights in with my loved ones and friends. So yeah, I feel like most people are not gonna say that answer, but I don't know, sometimes you crave a fancy holiday party, you know? And I'm craving one. I think the last time I went to a fancy holiday party was probably 10 years ago. So yeah, I'm due. But yeah, leave your answer in the comments, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.